Good afternoon everyone, my name is Kathleen Allaway and I'm delighted to be here today in my official capacity as an authorised marriage celebrant. I'd like to wish a very warm welcome to all of the friends and family of Jim&Toula as we gather today in these beautiful botanical gardens to share this special occasion with them. I must say I feel very privileged to be given the opportunity to share their day with them. Today, Jim's sister will be acting as an interpreter for Toula, just to her sister in ensuring that the legal requirements of the ceremony are communicated correctly and understood in both languages. Please could I also ask you to turn your mobile phones to silent? Jim&Toula are welcoming you to take photos of course, but we ask you to give her professional photographer, which is Jackie over here, the room to just do her work unhindered, thank you. After the ceremony, there will be time for congratulations and lots of photo opportunities in this beautiful setting. Everybody, could you please stand and welcome Toula on the arms of her son Nikos and her daughter Eleni. Yay! Thank you. Right, this moment is very special and it marks the beginning of a new life together and a blending of cultures and families. You have all been invited here as dear family to be friends of and part of this special celebration. Please could you all be seated and join me as witnesses to the marriage of Jim and Toula. Oh, you need to take your sunglasses off, Jim.
Oh, I don't feel great now.
Yeah, you're taking out last night.
Now, when thinking people discuss what are the real values in life and come to decide what really matters, they always return to one value: human relationships. One of the deepest relationships in human life is that between a loving mother and her caring children. We acknowledge this relationship today as Nikos and Eleni symbolise their personal love for their mother. Now, I ask you, Nikos and Eleni, do you stand with your mother today to show your love, blessing and support for her marriage to Jim?
Yes,
We do.
We do.
Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Not you, Mum.
Move over, baby.
I would like to start today's ceremony by acknowledging Toula and her family who have travelled from Greece and only just 3 days ago. We are so fortunate that you are all able to be here with us and meet and reunite with your friends and family in Australia. I know that you, along with Jim's family and Jim's children, Olympia, Nicholas, are all very special people in their lives. And of course, they have 8 lovely grandchildren between them.
Ooh.
Yes. And one of those, Helena, is going to help us today a bit later on. So I'll be calling you up soon. Today they would like to say a huge thank you to all of you. They feel very blessed to have had your guidance throughout their life, and thank you and their children for your acceptance into each other's family. Today they honour the coming together of their 2 families who, until now, have been separate and separated by a great distance. I'd just like to take a brief moment to tell you a little bit about Jim and Toula's journey to marriage. Some of you may know that they knew each other back in the 70s in Greece. They were in fact childhood sweethearts. Alas, they lost contact with Jim's family, migrated to Australia. They have grown up on opposite sides of the world, St Kilda and Archimedes.
What?
They've been separated by both distance and culture. Now they both went on to marry and have a family themselves, but unfortunately found themselves alone again. But with the help of social media, they reconnected and shared some fond memories of their young courtship together. Jim travelled back to Greece and he met up with Toula and their second courtship began. And so we find ourselves here today to celebrate both their reunion and their wedding day. I think that is such a wonderful story, isn't it, of young love rediscovered. Yay!
Yeah.
Now, we've chosen a reading today called The Art of Marriage. It's written by Wilfred A. Peterson, and it really beautifully talks about how to make a marriage work. The text will be read to us today by Jim's daughter, Olivia. Olivia, if you could please come forward. Thank you so much, Olivia. Just absolutely perfect words. Thank you so much. Marriage is a precious gift between two people that offers love, friendship, comfort, and support to each other. And a gift so precious should not be entered into lightly. So now we will come to the formal part of the marriage ceremony. Nikki, our interpreter, will be repeating some of the words for Toula. Nikki, could I ask you to come forward, please? So, Nikki, if you could repeat after me when I'm speaking to both of you. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life.
Toula, Céad Míle Fáilte go Rád, etc., etc.
Thank you, Nikki.
Didn't hear that.
Jim and Toula, you have very carefully chosen each other to be partners in your life journey. Are you now ready to get married?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good one. Jim, I ask you, will you cherish and honour Toula, be by her side through the good times and the bad, share the laughter and dreams, and always be loyal and true? Will you Jim take Toula to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Toula,
Toula?
will you cherish and honour Jim?
Yes.
Be by his side through good times and bad, share the laughter and dreams, and always be loyal and true?
Definitely.
Will you, Toula, take Jim to be your lawful wedded husband?
Yes, I do.
I think.
Family and friends, I now invite you to witness the wedding vows that Jim and Toula wish to make to each other. These vows are also a legal requirement, and I will again ask Nikki if she could come forward, please, to translate for Toula.
They can speak in Greek.
Jim, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, James Stephen Peters,
that I, James Stephen Peters,
I'm sorry, Jim, can I just start you again? We have to say the exact words properly. And I'll start again. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, James Stephen Peters,
to witness I, Stephen James Peters,
I think Jim's a little bit nervous, don't you?
He is, his hands are shaking.
I can be exact, guys.
But it has to be exact, everybody. So
James Stephen John, not Stephen James.
we'll start again, okay?
Yeah.
Jim, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, James Stephen Peters,
that I, James Stephen Peters,
To witness.
to witness
to witness
that I, James Stephen Peters, I'll say it again. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, James
witness.
Stephen Peters,
to witness I, Stephen James Peters,
Kristen, stop.
Sorry, I'm
Stop
sorry.
and
okay, right. I'm sorry, I've just lost my Jim, could you please repeat after me? I call upon the persons here present to witness
I call upon the persons here present to witness
that I, James Stephen Peters,
that I, James Stephen Peters,
take you
take you
for Toula, Krista, Christakos.
Jim&Toula, Christina.
Let's try that again, guys. No, practice. This is
You're up.
practice, Kat. No, you're
Just
not
practice
practicing.
this. Jim, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness.
I call upon the persons here present to witness
That I, James Stephen Peters,
that I, James Stevens Peters,
take you,
take you,
Jim&Toula,
Jim&Toula,
Christakos,
Christakos,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Thanks.
Now, you have a vow,
There you
a
go.
personal vow that you would like to speak. There we go. And there's one for you too.
Jim&Toula, I love you unconditionally. I promise to love you, encourage you, trust and respect you always. As we join our families, I know we create a happy home of fun and love for our children and grandchildren. Today, I choose you to be my wife. I will care for you and always stand by you. I will share with you all our ups and downs, wins and losses, and much joy from this day forward for the rest of my life.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Oh, me?
No, you don't read that yet. No. Nikki, could I just call you up again, please? Right, Toula, if you could just repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness
I call upon
I call upon the persons here present to witness.
the persons here to witness.
No, sorry. I call, if you could just repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness
I call upon the persons here
Present to
present,
Oh, sorry, can't you hear me?
present to witness
That I, Jim&Toula,
that I, Jim&Toula,
Christakos,
Christakos,
take you, James Stephen Peters,
take you, James Stephen Peters,
to be my lawful wedded
to be
husband.
my lawful wedded husband.
Nikki, could you just repeat that for us?